There was once a nation blessed abundantly by Allah. They had fertile lands, full storehouses, and palaces that gleamed in the sunlight. Their markets traded in gold, yet their hearts remained empty. They believed that if Allah were angry with them, He wouldn't have given them such wealth and prosperity. Then Allah sent a prophet among them, no crown, no army, just words of truth. These idols cannot benefit you, He told them. But when this nation stubbornly rejected Him and the prophet's patience overflowed, the sky announced its judgment. The sea began to speak, bringing uncertainty about life itself. And this is where begins the most amazing and hopeful story in the Quran. Nineveh. Located in present-day Iraq on the banks of the Tigris River, Nineveh was one of the world's oldest and richest cities. It was a place where the land produced gold, trade flourished from the river, and people began to think they were safe from Allah's punishment. Allah had given this nation blessings that few nations receive, but they made the blessings their goal and forgot the one who gave them. This was a nation that came after Prophet Lot, peace be upon him, and over time, they again fell into pride, ego, and worldly desires. According to the Quran, these people were trapped in idol worship and misguidance. They worshipped created beings instead of Allah. They considered idols as sources of power. They said, these idols bring us closer to Allah. They believed their ancestors were close to Allah and asked them to deliver their prayers to God. Allah clearly stated in Surah Yunus that they worship things besides Allah that could neither harm nor benefit them, claiming these are our intercessors with Allah. And in Surah Al-Aqaf, it says, who is more misguided than one who calls upon those besides Allah who cannot respond until the day of judgment and are unaware of their prayers. According to Tafsir Ibn Kathir, their leaders not only worshipped idols but also ran a profitable idol-making business. This shows their idol worship wasn't just a matter of belief, it was also a corrupt commercial interest. Into this city, Allah sent His prophet, Prophet Yunus, Jonah, peace be upon him. With pain in his eyes and conviction in his voice, he said, worship Allah alone, fear only Him, hope only in Him. People laughed. Why should we fear? We're rich and powerful. If Allah were angry, would we be here? The ancestors whose idols you worship will also answer to Allah on Judgment Day, Yunus told them. Yunus, you're disrespecting our idols. They replied. Prophet Yunus kept inviting them and they kept refusing. If you're truthful, bring the punishment. They challenged. This continued for years. Then one day the prophet's heart became heavy. Prophet Yunus left the city. But this was a mistake, not a major sin, but the kind of haste that can happen even to a prophet of Allah. He turned away without permission. And here begins the most terrifying turn of the story. Prophet Yunus boarded a ship. The sea was clear as glass, the wind soft, the sky peaceful. It seemed everything was fine. But then the sky's color changed. The wind began to scream. Waves rose higher than the ship. The sailor shouted, reduce the weight. The ship will sink. It was as if the sea was demanding one specific person. A decision was made, they would draw lots. The name drawn, Yunus. He's a righteous man, draw again. Someone said. Everyone was shocked, again Yunus. A third time Yunus. Now there was no doubt. Prophet Yunus himself said, this is Allah's decision. No screaming, no running, no complaints. And he threw himself into the sea. At that moment, the water stopped, and a creature beyond anyone's imagination swallowed him whole. He went into complete darkness inside the belly of a whale. And here begins the Quran's deepest darkness and greatest mercy. Darkness everywhere. Loneliness everywhere. Here, Prophet Yunus realized, I was hasty. I didn't wait for my Lord's command. Then in this deep darkness, a voice rose. La ilaha illa Anta, Subhanakai, Inni kuntum az-zalimeen. There is no God but you, glory be to you, indeed I was among the wrongdoers. No excuses, no justifications, just acknowledgement. According to Tafsir, Prophet Yunus remained in the whale's belly for 3 days and 3 nights. Then Allah commanded, O whale, do not harm my servant, place him gently on the shore. In one moment helplessness turned in, who cried and prayed received Allah's grace. That nation now knew only the fear and honor of Allah. Sometime later, when Prophet Yunus recovered, he returned to his people. The same people who had laughed were now crying. They had repented. The punishment had been lifted. This was the nation that Allah saved because of their faith. From this story, we learn that no matter how stormy life's ocean becomes, whether you've lost your job, a relationship has broken, or your faith feels weak, if we cry out in the darkness saying La ilaha illa Anta, Subhanakai, Inni kuntum az-zalimeen, remember, the Lord who kept His prophet alive in the belly of a whale and then saved him can easily bring us out of our difficulties. The issue isn't the darkness, the issue is whom we call out to in the darkness.